Hello and welcome. This is the second video about ChatGPT new features, and I already talked about how beneficial it is in education. But I want to take it to next step for the members who really follow us, and that's IT professionals. So let's say you are a member and you're following our labs. Now, in the labs, you have step-by-step instructions, and this could be also for people who don't have our labs access, and you're just using your virtual box. So any type of scenario, it can work. Let's go ahead and spin up this lab. Now you see that it has a good amount of instructions and everything, and you launched it. But let's say you are following a specific lab and you have a question from this and how this is going to be used in this sort of scenario where you have a lab environment, you have a lot of machines going on, and that's VirtualBox as well. You have VirtualBox and you can ask it the same way. But since everything is up and running, we're going to use our labs. Okay, so we're just gonna turn on the first three machines, and at this point, I'm just gonna utilize the AI to just help me out to learn something extremely basic. Okay, I'm not following the lab directions because that's something, it's instructions, the manual instructions there on the left side, and everything is there. It's already done. You can't jump in there and just change the instructions, or if you want to ask us something from that instructions, who's going to answer you? The support is not designed for that. Support is designed for troubleshooting and things like that. So you have to actually learn somehow, right? So that instructions is teaching you something, but there's no way you can get in and ask questions about that specific instructions again, right? So this is where things can get super advanced for you in terms of learning. Things can become very easy, by the way. So I already talked about it in the first video, and now we have this AI available to us and we have machines available. So there is a compute power that is already with you, whether you're using VirtualBox or our paid solutions, our members. This is going to be free for you. You're not going to pay for this stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and give this some scenario, and then let's see how this is going to help us. Hi, I'm new to IT and I would like to learn basic Active Directory skills. At this moment, I have three machines, plab DC01, which already have Active Directory installed. And then there is another machine, plab win10, which is a machine connected to this plab DC01. Please tell me step by step how can I learn Active Directory skills at the basic level so that I can be prepared for the IT support job.
Sure. Here's a step-by-step guide to get you started with learning basic Active Directory skills using your setup. First, make sure both PILAB DC01, your domain controller, and PLAB Win10, your client machine, are running and connected to the same network. Step 1, access Active Directory on PLAB DC01. 1. Log into PLAB DC01. Use the credentials for the domain controller. 2. Open Active Directory users and computers.
Can you slow
Click
down a
on the
little?
Start menu, type Active
Hold on,
Directory
let's see
users
if
and
we can stop
computers
it.
and
How
select
do
it
you do
from the
that?
search
Tap to
results.
interrupt. Okay. Can you slow down a little bit because I lost your directions when I logged into PCDC01. I opened the server manager. What do I do next after that to open Active Directory?
No problem. Let's take it step by step. 1. Log into Plaque DC01. 2. Open Server Manager. 3. In Server Manager, look at the top right corner and click on Tools. 4. From the drop-down menu, select Active Directory Users and Computers. This will open the Active Directory Users and Computers ADUC console, where you can start managing your Active Directory environment. Let me know when you're ready for the next steps.
Sure, I'm actually waiting for it to come up. It's taking a little time, so I'm just gonna wait for it to, for the Active Directory users and computer to show up on my screen. Or should I click on it again? Oh, it came up. Okay, you can continue now.
Great. Now that you have Active Directory Users and Computers ADUC open, let's move on. 1. In ADUC, you'll see your domain listed, e.g. yourdomain.local. 2. Create an organizational unit. Right-click on your domain, e.g. yourdomain.local. Select New, then Organizational Unit. Name your OU, e.g. IT department.
Okay, so the domain is already there. It says practicelabs.com, and it already have organizational units, all of the basic ones. And there is a users containers. How do I add a user in this?
Perfect. Let's add a user to the users container. One, in a duck, expand your domain, existpracticelabs.com. Two, click on the users container to select it. Three, right-click on the users container. Four, select new, then user. Five, fill in the first name, last name, and user logon name fields. Click next. Seven, set a password for the user and configure any password options, like requiring the user to change the password at next logon.
Okay, so of course I'm not gonna go through this step by step, but you can see the power of it's not one way. You can interrupt it and go back to it and tell it what you need to do. I mean, think about it. This is exactly what a trainer will do with you. Like they're gonna sit there. You can do interaction with them. If the trainer is going fast, you tell the trainer slow down, and then you can ask questions. And at some point, trainer is gonna, go out of the energy. Of course, that's what we have been doing for 10 years. And let me tell you something. Teaching live could be unhealthy for the trainer, and I'm the example of that. I got a lot of health issues with that. So this can solve so many issues in terms of teaching, trainings. And look, it is technical enough. This is very technical things. This is not just like some random information that somebody's throwing at you. It is actually giving you exactly how it's shown in the GUI. If you want to get more advanced, say no, stop, let's go to PowerShell. Tell me how to do it on the PowerShell. If you want to get more, challenge yourself. This is changing. Like this is the change that I'm seeing, and not a lot of people probably may understand the value of this at this point. But the more it gets better and better and better, this is gonna get to next level. And even right now, this is next level because a person who have issues with my accent, let's say my trainer's accents or some other accents, or they don't understand it, my trainers can go back and fix that video for you because you just don't like my accent. Here you can even say change the language, and it can even change the language and say I want to do this in Urdu or Hindi or Chinese, and it's going to start doing that. I mean, mind blown. This is definitely something that you should utilize if you are one of those type of people that likes to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth till you get it. Now you got the compute right there, either through us or your own virtual box, and you got this powerful AI in your hands to do these kind of things. So that's what you can do with it. I hope you like this because it should start getting into your mind right now. Okay, what else can I do with this? That should be the key right there. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.